Where are they picking us up?
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
If someone offends me or someone hurts me or does something to me, it rolls off my shoulders pretty easy. If somebody comes to me and says, hey, will you forgive me for what I did to you? I'm going to forgive them and say, girl, come on, let's move on. It's all right. I'm wired that way. I'm easygoing. But if I find out, I'm saying don't get it twisted. If I find out that someone's been scheming, that's a whole different story. Because scheming implies pre-planning. If you've been scheming against me, that means you've been watching for a little while. You've been trying to figure out what it is about me that is most weak, most frail, most vulnerable, so that you can take advantage of me. You've been studying me to find out what my patterns are and what the predilection of my flesh is and what my preferences are, so that you can figure out the best time to take most full advantage of me and the people that I love. When I find out that you've been scheming against me and the people that I love, well, if it's a war you want, it's a war you gonna have.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Anthony Brown Show. I'm yours truly, Mr. Anthony Brown. Welcome to this segment that we call the ATL Family and Friends Show. Tonight is going to be very, very, very interesting, to say the least. The topic is, as we say, is, let's talk about sex. How important is it? I think we have some other topics we want to bring in that kind of coincide with tonight's topic. Unfortunately, Legacy won't be with us tonight. For all the Legacy fans, don't go away. Stay with us, please. Don't go just because Legacy's not here. Tonight is his birthday. Yes, you got the young My little big brother tonight is out celebrating his birthday. Plus, he had to do some overtime on his place of employment, so he unfortunately won't be with us. Also, happy birthday to Legacy. Yes, today he turns 21. He's legally able to drink. So today is Legacy's birthday. So unfortunately, he won't be with us tonight because it's his birthday. I sent Tiama the link, so hopefully she'll join us a little later. But anyway, nevertheless, I just want to remind everybody that's newly watching, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and hit it. What you waiting for? Because we see that you're watching and not yet subscribed. That's called shacking up. You know what I'm saying? So let's make this relationship official. Hit that subscribe and click that bell so that way you'll be notified every time we go live or post new content on this channel. Also, that while you're at it, click that like button, which is the thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you appreciate what we're doing, and they then share our materials with other people with similar interests so that the channel can grow, because we're on the road to 100K. You know what I'm saying? We're already at almost 40,000 subscribers, so we're trying to hit 100K. And we can't do it without your help. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you comment below or comment live, I'll put a link below so that you can come on live if you want to. We will show your comments on the screen, read your comments, and respond accordingly. So we appreciate you. But tonight I'm joined by none other. You know, I can't do this stuff by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm joined by none other than the person with the most voluptuous, juiciest, roundest, moistest, most succulent cakes in this hemisphere. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably thinking Sarah Lee, hell no. Duncan Hines, Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Paul, none of those got nothing on her. We're proud to have in my family Miss Juicy Cakes.
Blessings. Look, not even Patty.
Okay, Patty ain't got nothing on her.
No, she got a voice though. She can
Patty,
lift every voice and
Patty just had a
sing.
birthday last week. She turned 80, so I know them cakes is flat. Okay, unless she got a Brazilian butt lift, and I know she haven't, so the cakes is done.
Right. How are you today?
Those cakes went out in the 80s.
But we love you, Patty. You're so beautiful.
And that's not even an allegedly. I just also want to remind everybody that the month of May has come, and so should you. The month of May is also National Masturbation Month, so make sure you get your skeet on. Also, the month of May is also Mental Health Awareness Month. So, you know, Mental Health Awareness Month. So if you got somebody, you know, in your circle, in your group that's going through a little something, and you notice the signs, please reach out and get some kind of help for them. You know, let them talk to somebody. You know, and if they need to call, if they don't want to talk to anybody in their circle, call the 800 number below. National Mental Health Awareness Hotline is 1-866-441-2455. Get some help. Like I said, talk to a teacher, lawyers, principal, talk to somebody. Just get some help.
Yes, you know please know that you are not alone. We
Definitely
need
not
you.
alone.
We need you to survive.
Yes, mental health is a real thing. So don't be in denial. And don't be right here like Grandma used to say, well, let's just take it to the Lord in prayer. Because sometimes, you know, prayer without works is something. So you got to put some work into it. So you pray, well, now let's work. And the work is, let's call somebody that can help you physically. Go lay on somebody's sofa. Maybe you need to take some medicine or whatever. Get this thing under control. Faith is one thing. Well, let's put some work into it.
And you know what, while we're speaking about that, you can also reach out and check me out on my website, because we do have things to help you stay uplifted.
Definitely. Go to Aliven. Was it Aliven for you?
Aliven2you.
Aliven2you.com. But definitely reach out to the juicy one. Hey.
Hey.
Look.
And smelling good helps you feel good too.
She's gonna
So
give you
it's
look.
so many different factors you can take in. When you feel good about yourself,
Juicy gonna give you just what you need.
you
So
can.
she did for me, and it works. Also, I'll remind everybody that I'm also one of the co-owners of ExoticWarMasters.com. ExoticWarMasters.com is a fragrance-based company. So if you want any of your designer fragrance at a fraction of the cost, that's oils, lotions, shower gels, bubble baths, body sprays, ointments, body scrubs, salt scrubs, sugar scrubs, definitely reach over to ExoticWarMasters.com. Place your order. My co-partner, he would definitely get everything out, shipped out. He handles all the shipping. He'll get everything shipped out to you right away in a timely fashion, and you will be smelling so good, I promise you. And for those of you who want to that are notary publics or want to become a notary public, or you are and want to take your notary public to the next level because you've been sleeping on this thing, learn how to make $5,000 to $10,000 per month in your notary public business. Take your notary business to the next level. Join my Patreon. It's only $25. It's patreon.com/notarypublic101. Take the Notary Public 101 course at your own pace and log off at your own pace. It's $25. And you'll be blown away at the number of things that you can do other than just your basic notary stamps to make a coin. There's some money in the notary business. Trust and believe. Again, tonight's topic is let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about sex. Okay.
And I think I was saying, even though the topic is let's talk about sex, there's so many different avenues to go down.
Exactly.
So we're going to talk about a lot of different things.
Yes,
And
we're
then
gonna
when
be
we
all
have
over
our
the place.
guests, we're going to get juicy and drive you crazy.
Yes. This is gonna drive them crazy. Well, the question,
So, Tony,
the question on the thumbnail was, let's talk about sex. How important is it? I want to answer that question first.
Okay.
Okay. How important is it? I was talking to my niece earlier, Shantae Brown. I was talking to her earlier through text, and she said it's not that important. Matter of fact, I don't want to misquote her. Let me get the text and I can read it to you verbatim what she said. Shantae's got a man at home. Okay, here's her comment. Oh, she's talking about the dog right there. Is that your dog? Hold on. Oh, here it is. Oh, is that what your show is going to be about tonight? I said, yeah. I don't think sex is all that important at all. Some people can go years and decades without it and go through life just fine. So that was her response. Now, I somewhat agree with her because I feel that it's not that important if you're not in a relationship. Yes, but if you're physically in a relationship, I don't think you should have to go years, months, or decades without it. That was part of the purpose, a part of the reason for getting married or getting in a relationship with somebody. You're not just in a relationship just to build an empire or just to match finances or just so you can help me with my kids, I help you with your kids, or we help each other with our businesses. No, we need to get some sex on. We get our freaky deaky. I can understand one or two of the parties may not feel like it tonight or maybe even tomorrow. But once again, it don't take no months, years, or decades. Yes, it may take maybe even a week. Yes, you may not be in the mood. You could be mentally going through something. It may take maybe 1 or 2 weeks. But after that, we need to go see some counseling or something because now I'm starting to feel that you're no longer attracted to me if it's going over 14 days. Well, what's the problem? Maybe we need to seek somebody that's a professional. Put your feet up on a table or something and talk to somebody. Hey, DeAndre, thank you for watching. Shanifa. So yeah, so sex isn't that important. So what do you think about that, Justin?
I have a very different view. I think it is important, but in a different way. I don't feel that it's the first thing that we should be putting our importance on, but it does bring forth life. So it is needed in a couple, in a relationship, so that we can continue on with our culture, our race. If we don't have sex, genocide can set in. So I see the importance in it. But I think that it's overrated today and it's blown out of context. And so the way people are wanting, they're lusting more than loving. And that's what makes it unimportant, because now we've taken God out of sex and put just the pleasure. And we're not supposed to be here seeking flesh and earthly pleasures.
Well, that's very good, speaking from a Christian point of view. But once again, everyone in the world aren't necessarily Christians.
Well, I'm not speaking from a Christian point of view. For me, because I'm not Christian.
Well, you said God, and mostly, I'm just equating that Christians believe in God. What about those people that's atheists who don't see it from a godly point of view, or people that are Muslim who don't see it from a God point of view? You know what I'm saying?
Sarah says you have special boxer now for men.
They have special boxers for men to help with that problem.
Wait, what problem?
So what are you saying? They have boxers that make men don't want to have sex? Is that what you're saying, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm trying. Or they don't have the slit in them anymore.
You can't get the penis out?
Yeah, you gotta tell us more information.
Look, if I want to hunch, I'm ripping them. I'm gonna rip a slit in them.
Pull them off.
Pull them off. Yeah. I gotta get it.
So when I say not, so God to me is a nickname, because we're not supposed to say the name, and a lot of different religions do not denote to that nickname as who they see their higher power. They have boxers where they make them boner.
Will they make the men have a boner? Oh wow.
What's the brand of those? I mean, every man might need to see about them, especially the older ones. That put Viagra off the shelf, right?
Exactly.
Oh, Sarah got some insight. Sarah need to be coming on sharing this, because that's very helpful information for a lot of people, especially natural people who do not want to use medicines. They can just buy some cotton boxers. Maybe they put some menthol in it in the coolness, just like.
Let me ask you this: do you think, in order to have sex, one has to be physically and mentally attracted to the individual, or just horny?
Horny. So that's why I said what I meant by out of context and in the lusting earthly realm. Because today it's not about the love and gotta be, but you gotta be wanting it.
So yes, let me ask you this. So can you physically have sex with someone that you're not attracted to, and just because you're horny?
No, not me personally. But I have met people who are that way. Thank you.
The reason why I say, because I know women, on the other hand, back to the old saying, back to the old saying, as far as a woman, use what you got to get what you want. See, a woman can lay there and fake it, and you're hurting me, and it's so big, and da 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 da, and get what she wants out of this man, and feel nothing for him, and he will never know.
And he'll never know.
Now, on the flip side, me as a man, I can't, because if I'm not attracted to you, I'm not even going to be erect.
And see, I have a lot of brothers. I have no sisters. I have two female cousins. Shoot, I have one female cousin. The other one, she ain't really my female cousin, but she was brought up like that. So I have more of a approach of how men are with women,
Mm.
and they say put a pillow over it. Like, oh, you ain't got to even be pretty. You know, we just cover your face, turn over. We ain't
And
got
that
to
is
see your face.
this the men speaking or the women speaking?
The men
So all they see is the vagina then.
say that.
You heard me?
I get.
So all the men see is the vagina.
It's the men speaking. Well, I don't hear now. Yeah.
You hear me?
1 second. Say something, Tony.
Say something, Tony.
I can hear you now.
I was saying, so those men that you're quoting, all they see is the vagina.
Right. That's all they see. They just need and you know when I talk to some, they say they have so much of what they remember, like they visualize how it felt. So they're okay with just show me your lips. Like lick your lips. That's good enough. They just need some type of turn me on, and then they good. It's crazy.
Read the comment. Let me grab my water.
Okay. Not true. Nathaniel says not true. So you say men need to be attracted in order to do it. You need a physical attraction in order for you to enjoy the woman.
So
And
Nathaniel,
yes,
you need
you are.
Nathaniel, you need the attraction. Do you need the attraction, Nathaniel, or can you do it without the attraction? It's like, for example, like even people that does like sex work, OnlyFans or prostitution or sex work or whatever. Like I think Kim had a song out a long time ago that "Money Make Me Come." Now, my thing is with sex workers, again, you're having sex with on the thing to with.
So he needs the attraction.
Yeah, it needs the attraction. I agree, Nathaniel. So, like with the Kim with the song "Money Makes Me Come," that means based on the dollar amount, you're going to be able to do it. You can give me $1 million if you looking like Rascretia. It's not going down. It ain't happening.
Down.
You know,
Now
you looking
tell
like
me this: when you say if you looking like Lucretia, it's not gonna happen, and then Nate saying that you need the physical attraction, you know, is when I've talked to so many people and did some counseling when it comes to, because I've helped about 4 different people I know who had like sex addictions, and their addiction had nothing to do with a physical aspect of a person. It was a feeling that they wanted to feel. It was a feeling that they themselves needed to get. It has to be something my mind likes about you. So your mind, they could be ugly, but your mind likes.
you could. So Nathaniel, so you could like their personality or their attitude or their sense of humor, and they're ugly now. They're ugly and they're bad body, but you love their personality, their humor. They make you laugh. You know, they cook well. You know, you come over to their house, they're clean, no roaches. You know, they're good. You know, so they're great with your kids or around your friends and family. You can have sex with this person,
And I'm gonna add a little extra to that then, because I want to know what, like, when your question was, is it important? What is the importance behind it? Like, because we did before, why do men marry? Why do women marry? But why have sex? What is the point people are having sex for? Because if we having sex, like how he's saying, he needs to have something that his mind is attracted to. Why started this high vibration and get to know a person? Because if your mind having attraction, then you can have sex with that person, but you don't need to. Why do you? Because you already went to the higher level of communication.
So the thing is, even though the ugly person, bad body and ugly, but because of all those other qualities that he likes about him, yes, because it comes from inside. So beauty is skin deep. Well, you might need to dig a little deeper and see if we can find some real beauty, some visual
But
beauty.
you know what? Coming from inside might be beautiful inside. You know, what if all ugly people had some inside?
Well, I'm not a
inside.
doctor. I'm not a doctor. I can't see their inside.
Oh, okay.
So the outside, you know, and that brings me back to a previous show we've had in the past where I told you men are visual. Men are attracted to what they see. 90% of men, they're attracted to what they see, whereas women are attracted to what can be. Women see the potential in the man. You know, if you get with a dude and he's a hard worker and he's busting his ass, let's say he's working at he could be Walmart. He could be a bag boy at Walmart or a cart pusher at Walmart, but he's busting his ass. He works diligently, comes in early, stays late, works evenings, weekends, holidays, does overtime. The women see the potential. That's a hard working man. Their mentality is, if I can get with him, because first of all, they see that he can be fairly attractive too. So if I get with him and take his hard working and the way that he carries on his work ethics and take him to another job and believe in him and motivate him to go work at, let's say, Cheney Brothers now, doing this, you know, because he's a hard worker, but take that same hard work ethics of Cheney Brothers, where instead of making, you know, $400, $500 a week at Cheney Brothers, now you're making $1,000 a week. She just you know, what's that? Let me upgrade you, Beyonce. She just upgraded him.
Yeah.
So, you know, so he's basically still a hard worker, but she just put him in a different employment place. She changed his tax bracket.
Mm-hmm. So you know, when you're speaking of she and upgrading him, do men need to upgrade women?
Well, okay, that's a two-part question. I'm gonna answer it this way. Normally, when you have a man that's already established, Nathaniel said yes to your question. I'm gonna say someone else.
Aaliyah said yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say normally. I'm gonna answer it both ways. So, you know, I'm always trying to be the devil's advocate. Normally, I feel that if you have an established man, let's say he's the vice president of a company, or he's the general manager of a business, or store manager at Walmart, where he's already making six figures and he's already established. He's not looking to necessarily upgrade the woman. So when he go out and find a woman, again, men are visual. So when he sees you for what you are. You're a beautiful girl. Your body is banging. You're cute. You're sexy. Da 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 da. Beautiful personality. You know, only thing he needs from you is one, sex, and two, if you're living together in a living together situation, is he needs peace, because he puts up with bullshit at the job. He don't want to come home and deal with bullshit. When he comes home, he needs you to be his peace. So that's for the established man.
Aaliyah said, "You are the sun and I am the moon. I reflect to the world the energy and love you give me. If you ain't got nothing to give, what the fuck are we even doing? Playing house?"
Okay. Courting.
Listen, so I asked that because I have had a guy say to me, Like they gave me an option. If I was your man, and I don't know why men think they gotta do stuff for women. And then they talk about this 50. That's a whole nother show. But he was saying, what would you want? Your hair, nails done, or because he's like, I think he said he don't pay for people. He don't pay for nobody habits, bad habits. And I'm like, I comb my own hair, I can do my own nails.
You know what he was saying. So you missed it. So you missed what he was saying. I'm going to break it down to you.
Mm-hmm.
See, what you missed was, one thing about a man is they need to feel wanted and needed. Not just wanted, but also needed, because they like to feel needed. And if he's not needed, then why am I here? I need, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't need him to pay for your hair and nails, the fact that he asked, let him pay for it, because now he feels he's needed for that. See, you've been so independent, and I'm a boss bitch so long that you didn't know how to separate. You didn't know how to separate the two. So when he says to you, you want to pay for your hair and your nails, you're supposed to be like, but of course. And again, it's not that you need him to do it. You just need him to feel needed.
So I took it.
Hold on. Just like if you're living with him, he's gonna fill up the car every day with gas. That's his responsibility. Because you as a woman shouldn't have to get out and pump your gas. And that's
repeat that. For the men who listening.
Well, the men should get out and pump the gas. If you're together in a vehicle, he should get out and pump the gas. If you're not together, it's his responsibility to keep gas in the vehicle. Keep the gas full. Keep the car running right. Keep the engine running. Keep it tuned up. Take the trash out every night so there's no roaches in the house. Take the trash out.
Tony said take the trash out every night.
You know, so these are things that men should not wash the car. If either wash it by hand or take it to the shampoo place, to the car wash. Mow the grass. If you got a lawnmower, mow the grass. There's just certain things that's quote unquote the man's responsibility. You know, if he bring home the groceries, give you the money for groceries, guess what? You're gonna flip it and turn it into a meal. He put you in his house. He put you in his house. You're gonna turn that bitch into a home.
Right. My thought was he was trying to tell me that I needed, like he was trying to, like you said, upgrade, trying to fit me in the box of the lady or the lifestyle he like, you know, because I don't get nails done. So to offer me hair and nails to get done, and I have options, like can you give me another choice? Because I might pick choice number C. What he say? What he say?
He like to open doors. He like to open car doors and open doors for women. That's chivalry. See, that's one thing. See, with today's women, chivalry has gone out the door.
Yeah, I feel chivalry's gone out the door, and I like men who open the doors as well. But you got to be consistent. I don't like men who open the door, but they will sometimes say you win. I don't like men who open the doors and then doing it like as if, look what I did for you. You know, it's not what you did for me. I made a post today, and I said, I can't wait to I'm like, they're like, you know, you say all the time, women are saying that they don't need a man. And I was having this conversation, and it's like, I don't think I've ever came out my mouth with, I don't need a man, but I don't need a broken man. I don't need a man who was so hurt from his mama that he can't love women because
not just hurt from his mama, but hurt from previous relationships.
Right. Now, one person I remember speaking to one time talked about the things that they lacked, and the reason they had an issue, and these aren't men that I dated, these are just people who come and talk to me, and I'm not saying their names, so I'm not violating any HIPAA policies, so don't worry, you won't figure this person out. But
we ain't talking about you, Kevin. We ain't talking about you. I don't even know who Kevin is.
Look, I do, and Kevin might be watching, but we're not talking about you, Kevin. Now I just
made up a name.
The things that they were lacking in their relationship sexually was the turning point to why they were no longer wanting the relationship.
Hold on.
And
Sarah.
mhm.
Sarah said, when men say, look what I did, Leah says,
Go back.
that's not chivalry. That's a con. If he's only doing it to say he did this and did that, bye. I agree. I agree with you. That's not chivalry. Chivalry is something that if you're consistent with
Put
doing it, that's
Sarah's
just
comment back up too.
Which one? Which comment?
Sarah's. The one that Sarah had wrote right here. Go ahead and read it.
When men say, look what I did, something for you, they want something from you. What really say what is for me? I don't agree, Sarah. Sometimes men do things and they're looking for something in return, but for the most part, there are still good men out there. There are men out there that like Nathaniel says that will open the car door for you. Pull out the seat, let you sit down at a restaurant. Walk on the roadside. If you're walking down the street, he's walking on the side that's closest to the cars to make sure you don't get hit or splashed by water. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting down in the restaurant, he's facing the door so he can see what the fuck is going on and who coming in, and he's making sure you're safe. Even though your back is to the door, he's facing the door. He got everything under control. I got this, baby. You know, it's little things like that, and a lot of times, modern day women don't realize that those little things that he's doing, they all add up. You know, you come home at night, he want to rub your feet. That's something special. If you guys watching the show would like to come on and join the discussion live and want to come on the live screen, there's a link right there on the screen. So you can click on the link, join us. By all means, we appreciate you. Let's see what else. Nathaniel said something else. He said, well, I do it because it's right and what I was taught. See what I'm saying?
Nathaniel, you do it because it was right and what it was taught. I'm going to bring this back to sex because there was something else you said about how you are attracted to women. You have to have something that your mind is attracted to. And that might have been something that you were taught as well. Are you still a virgin? Why you sit up like that, Tony?
I had to click on the next comment.
Oh, that's the right reason right there. It is. And the reason why I asked about your virginity is because
That was Nathaniel
you
virgin?
gotta have something, right? If you have to have something that your mind is attracted to, and you were taught to be a man and respect and honor women, are you waiting? Are you being honorable to that woman or to the women that you see? No, it's something I feel. Okay. So you like feeling. And that was where I was going. That it's still a feel thing for men. They might have a connection mentally that they have these interests in these things that they like. But overall, men are more touchy. They're more hands-on. That's why we have a lot of men who their professions, that like the list of things you name that a man should do for a woman involve being a hands-on type of person. Feeling is important. It is. And that feeling of sex is a very stimulant feeling to not only just the body but the mind. What he saying?
But a thought is also
a feeling. A thought ignites the feeling. That's like the spark. That's like the flick of the lighter.
Let me ask the viewers just to answer in the comment section, or like I said, or you can come on live. When you first meet a person, let me ask the men. I'm going to change the question. The men, Nathaniel and whatever other men that are currently watching. Men, when you see a woman, is it possible that you could be a friend to a female and not have any ulterior motive as far as fucking her? Because I was told one time that, especially black men, they said men, then they said especially black men cannot be friends with a female because at some point he wants to fuck her. Is that true?
You know what? I was one who used to argue for so long that that ain't true, and men and women can be friends. But as I've grown older, I would have to say yes.
He said yes, he could be friends without wanting sex.
Without wanting sex, I don't. What's your number?
Oh,
I
Sarah
can
said
be a friend like you.
Sarah said only if they ugly.
Yeah, it's true. See? Men and women can be friends. In case the car don't swipe, just use it.
Now, oh, hold on. He said mind over matter. And if you don't mind, it don't matter.
Ooh, for real.
So let me ask
That
this here.
part.
Now, also, I heard that, again, the viewers, correct me if I'm wrong. I also heard that when a man and a woman meet each other, let's say in a club setting or at a church function or in the mall, where you're going to meet people and mingle and exchange numbers and maybe, start off the romance. When a woman and a man meet each other, women know within the first 10 minutes if y'all are going to smash. If you're gonna smash. Men tend to know within at least the first hour. Now, the first 5 minutes, he may want to smash, but he don't know that it's gonna go down into the first hour because he's had an hour to work on trying. Whether it's exchanging phone numbers, whether it's buying you drinks, whether it's offering you a cup of coffee or whatever. He got to put some work into it. And after he put at least an hour's worth of work in it, at that point, he now knows that, okay, yeah, I know I'm going to smash that tonight. But women, on the other hand, she knows within the first 10 minutes that she's going to smash. Is that true?
And I got add-ons for that. So for me, I feel, yes, that's true. And I feel that that's more than just a smash. Like, you even know within minutes and moments or whatever, if you even want to see this person another time. Because
well, that goes to show you if he's working for an hour, the first 10 minutes you want to smash, and then because he's working for another 50 minutes, so that completes his hour, and because he's put in so much effort to try to smash, and some of it could be cute, sincere, chivalry, genuine, or whatever, or just bullshit. But within that hour, you say, okay, I think I want to see him again. Is that when you know, or is it after the smashing? Because the smashing could be garbage.
The smashing could be garbage, but even the efforts could be tacky, annoying, disrespectful,
right?
A turnoff. And a lot of times, I know for me myself, I choose to see the silver lining in the situation. And while I'm out on a date, especially a first date, and if this person is overly trying to let me do, I just want to make it as cordial as an exit of enjoy my time while I'm there. Have a good night. And then
men, women, and Juicy, answer this question. Could you, because I'm bold, I'm very outspoken. I say what I mean and I mean what I say, and I don't give a fuck. Because I'm at the age now where I don't give a fuck what you think about what I'm saying or how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, oh, you say that, child. People look at you like, I don't give a fuck what people say. That's me.
I prefer it.
Could you be in a situation where, let's say, a guy approached you, and like I said, in the first 10 minutes, you already know if you're going to smash or want to smash, from a female's perspective. Could you, in his hour of trying, be like, look, dude, let's just go back to your room. Because that's all you want.
That's what I wanted to do. if that's all I wanted, I'm bold enough to say that. Like, if that's all I see you worthy, like, you ain't got no conversation, but oh my God, the lips and that tongue just
Yeah, you find the skill.
But
Hold on, this is my brother. Hello. You know I'm on a live show.
put him on speaker.
Jeanette, Juicy said, put you on speaker. You on speaker. Hey, wait for me. You heard what he said?
You know what he say?
He said, "You got any weed for me?"
I'm in there now. I'm in there now.
For sure.
You can hear me?
Welcome to the show. Yes, we can hear you.
What's up, Nate?
Okay. Yeah, I got tired of texting. It was getting too intense. I needed to get live.
Nate, have on the phone.
So you
Okay.
need to get live.
Yeah.
So Nate,
go ahead and
welcome
answer
to the
that
show.
question.
What was the state? Repeat the question.
Oh, she in the shower.
So the question is,
I'm in the
could
show.
you be
I'm on
bold
the live.
enough to just say to
You're like, it's not
a
like,
woman
it's not
or
like you're
whoever
down
you're
there.
interested in, you want to have sex?
Yeah, it's all dependent on the confidence of that person. And yeah, I mean,
You're gonna be that rude if you know you can get it.
yeah, you gotta be confident in saying and speaking what you're saying, speaking what you meaning.
Juicy,
I
you're
can't hear
muted.
you.
I can hear you, Juicy.
If you're on a date and all you see of this person is, you know what, I just want to fuck. You gonna let me hit it? I don't want nothing else.
Could you be bold enough to tell a girl that?
Yeah, I mean, because I'd rather them make the choice than I make the choice. If it's that type of party.
Now, what if she approached you at the same time at the party, the club, or the house party, or church service, you know, the movies or whatever, and be like, you know, nigga, you know, you've been jocking me, you know, for about 2 hours now. You know, just stop. Let's just go back to your room. We're here for a convention. You got a room, I got a room. Let's do it. Could you still respect her enough and go ahead and just fuck and smash? Because both of y'all from out of town, y'all at a convention and y'all just gonna smash. Ain't no relationship. You from Cali, I'm from Mississippi. The convention is in Florida. Why are we even talking? Let's just go smash.
So yeah, so if it's established like that, yeah. But some people don't establish like that, and feelings get involved. And you know, it's all about putting it all on the table. What you want? No, you know what I'm saying? This what it is. This what you know what I'm saying? This what I want. Let's get it, and that's it. But you know, when that number get exchanged, now you got the creepiness coming out of one another. So you know, if it's gonna be that, why get a number?
That's true. Now let me ask you this here.
What if you like it? You got the number so you can call back so you can double back.
But you didn't establish. I mean, but it's established as a fuck, not a double back.
But the fact that you got the number, that's telling you is an opportunity.
Oh, I'm gonna make you call me back, regardless.
Oh yeah, how you gonna make me call back? Okay, no, like, that's what the show about. Go open up.
I mean, it's all about the confidence of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go off the vibe of the situation, and yeah, I ain't gonna give you no half-ass. I'm gonna make you call me back. I'm gonna give you my all, cause I'm gonna make you go home thinking about something. Like, damn, this was I was missing, or this is something new for me. I want to go back again. See if he still got that same energy that he had from the jump.
He said you could do it, put your back into it.
Pardon me. When a comment comes up, because there are guests as well and they're typing, we read it. So sometimes if I'm interrupting, it's not interrupting you, it's just to get the comment because that's the one we go to first. I'm bold enough to say that, but casual sex is not my thing anymore. anymore. But it used to
So,
be.
so back in the days,
So still ain't.
she's saying she was a thought pocket.
Well, I don't know if she's saying she a thought pocket, but it sounds like she's saying she a strong woman that knows what she wants. And it's casual because see, a lot of times, like he was just saying, people put their feelings into it. Casual sex is not feelings. Casual
Definitely
sex
not.
is come give it to me, please me, thank you, goodbye.
Okay, let me ask Nate this question because the topic again is let's talk about sex. How important is it? How important is sex to you? Because based on your all your comments, you know you're old school. You was raised right. You was raised with respect and chivalry and respect the woman and blah 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 blah. But that's not sex. So how important is sex to you? And how long can you carry on the chivalry before you be like, no, look, she ain't gave up no pussy. I'm out.
Let me add to that. Do you need pussy right away? Can you wait? What is it? What is it to you?
No, I don't need it right away. No, but I mean that comes with the territory. Sometimes as a man, that's a human nature. So I mean, at some point in time, you gonna want it, and yeah, you gonna go get it. So I mean, it's just a part of nature. It's important. I mean, to me, it's mentally important and physically at the same time. Because I mean,
But the question is like, so how important? I mean, are you willing to wait a week, a month?
Oh yeah, I mean the wait out is the most important because that's what the fantasy comes along with it, and you plotting now what you gonna do, and
Do
so
your
when you
wait
get it,
start when you speak to the person? What if it's a person you've been seeing? Do your wait start from the time you saw them? Now you get a feeling
yeah,
like,
my way if it's somebody that I like and I want to enjoy it. I don't want to spoil the moment or spoil the opportunity with this nigga just want the ass and not even get my name or know one important thing about me, my color, my favorite color, something that we can talk about to lead up to it.
it was something you had said.
Dudes be putting it down just to have you feeling, just how you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
They want to give you the minute man.
Oh,
Now
definitely
you
not a
know
minute,
what?
man.
She got a point about that. But Aaliyah, I feel dudes be putting it down like foreplay, putting it down because they know they a minute. So they trying to compensate, not get you hot and fiending. See, the thing about men, y'all do all this foreplay and get us to want it. We want it then. We don't want the seconds. We want it. Like the foreplay was just for and play. The other is for sex, for the nut. So you can't be like if you're a minute man, you can't eat it like you're an hour man. You can't curd the pussy and get it all ready for a whole hour to then go, I'm done.
But
Ooh, that ain't
but
right.
but the piggyback over I done came across, with the foreplay and all that, and then you put it down and motherfucker say, tap out, hold on, let me catch my breath, and let's go back.
Say that again now.
I said I done came across, right, doing the foreplay, and then you added the foreplay, you getting it in, and then they say, hold on, let me catch my breath. Like, hold on, wait a minute, pineapples, and then so I'm just like, what justifies a minute man if you getting each other rocks off?
I got a question though. Pause for the cause. Is pineapple your safe word? And real talk, while we on that, everybody should have a safe word when you having sex. if he's gonna be doing stuff like that. We can go round for round. Let me take a break. My legs hurt. Shoot, you better get a pillow, girl.
Nah, it
Let me
ain't
ask
about it ain't about it ain't about them legs hurting. He put that work in.
Nah, see, and I think men really think that way instead of understanding that when y'all
It,
hold our legs up and go and do all you doing, it's not you putting your work in. You got to think about the blood. The blood ain't circulating. It start getting sore. The legs get cramped.
Let me ask you this thing. Because my little big brother who's not on the show tonight because one is his birthday and two he had to do overtime, but he's normally on the show Legacy. His concept, his mindset is that he feels that when he get into the pussy, he has to beat it up and make her come at least 6 to 10 times before he catches first one.
mm-hmm.
Do you agree with that? And he believes that's with every woman, which means he thinks every woman is the same.
Nah, because every woman don't want it to be beat up. You gotta caress it. You can't just go in there and beat it up because you beating it up. I mean, they might not feel as though that's pleasant to them. You know what I'm saying? Because with that, women tricky. Women tricky because they'll make you feel some type of way, and they ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even for real coming or nothing. So you know what I'm saying? So you gotta pay attention.
So Juicy earlier, I said, like me for example, I can't if there's no visual attraction,
Mm-hmm.
I can't fake it because one, I'm not gonna get erect.
Right.
So I can't fake it. Whereas
Right.
a woman will be there with a dude that look like a troll, and she knows she's not attractive, looking like Flavor Flav, but because he got money, he's gonna pay her rent or car note. She go, "Oh, daddy, I love you. Oh, it hurt. It's so big. Oh my God. And faking it like crazy. And that nigga not even pay your car note. But you felt nothing. You didn't even feel it.
Pimp harder.
You right now you can get nominated for an Academy Award for your performance.
Like
So that's all it was.
Mm.
My sister in the background told them, "Yep."
Like what you say to that? Say something, bitch.
It's so big and it's 2 inches.
But I see with me, I'm talking that while I'm doing, I'm talking, so I'm paying attention to, body language. Cause the body, the mind get tricky, but the body can't. You follow what I'm saying? The mind can always tricky, but the body can't.
You heard her?
So what body language you look for?
She said, "That man know what he's talking about."
Yeah. The mind, the mind visits the mind. I mean, I don't pay attention to the mind or what a person say. I'm paying attention to when I stroke and when I'm doing, and when that body quivering up, that's uncontrollable. I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's uncontrollable. That's like your nerves. That's like your nerves jumping. You ain't got no control over. So that right there gonna take me to a whole nother level. Like, yeah, I'm in now.
So you trying to take her soul?
Man, what?
And that thing though, for real, that's where I was saying in the beginning, sex has so much connection that that's why I say it's not about just a Christian thing, because like you say, take the soul. It is draining. And when men come, you're really tired. You're losing a lot. And women the same. But men are receiving a lot of energy. They're like soul drainers when it comes to sex. Women are giving because it's like that's the yin we have to give to give you all the strength to do what y'all need to do.
But
that's the natural part.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper than that. So since you said that, right, why it's so draining? Because we putting life in y'all. All y'all are carriers. We taking life out of us to put in y'all for a new creature. Y'all just the carriers. So at the end of the day, that is our baby. Y'all just the carrier. So that's why it's so draining to us, because we pushing out a whole life and putting in y'all. And that's why, and this only becomes draining to y'all when y'all give birth, because y'all pushing life back out.
A lot of people have that thought process, and it just makes me wonder then, what is a woman carrying when you fertilize the egg?
Just an egg. That's it.
But the egg is a living. It has DNA in it.
But if it don't have that, no. Without us, y'all cannot have a baby.
That's not true.
That is true. How y'all gonna have it?
They're his.
With some other sperm?
No, because women have estrogen and testosterone, and those who produce at different high levels, they can self-pregnate. Not today, not in the lifestyle in the world that we live in today, but when existence first started,
A miracle with God.
No,
yeah, with God.
Not a miracle. Not a miracle. Not a miracle.
All right, let's put it like this. A grass seed will not grow without water. It will not grow just with the sun.
It's called parthenogenesis. That's something y'all could look up and learn about.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
Is ovaries are in a female from birth. And these eggs are not just eggs like you're going to crack an egg and it's dead. It's alive. It has every DNA cell needed to connect to your sperm, to give your sperm the life. Your sperm has life, but it only has half. It only has the half chromosomes needed. You need both to come through. But a woman has both X and Y. Men only carrying one. And that's how we have the pathogenesis. Because we can.
But it takes our one to make y'all's come to life.
And see, in the etymology of words, it's not possible to say come to life when there's already two living elements. That's like, think about water, rain. Rain comes down from the sky through the process of evaporation by picking up things from around here. But rain is a carrier. Your sperm is in a molecule that's a carrier. It's carrying the life in the cells to connect with another living organism. We have monoorganisms connecting with other monoorganisms, and that generates a person. Doesn't say that one is dead and one is alive. They both are living elements born together to create something tangible.
Okay, but we're not talking about modeling time though.
Child. It ain't
right.
Just y'all.
I didn't say that. I know.
Damn carrier. I just need to set this record straight because I'm tired of niggas.
But y'all are, and realization, y'all are just a carrier.
We're not just a carrier because we produce the egg.
Okay. We produce the sperm.
Okay. So we both have equal part, 50-50. There's no just in it. Give us our props. Stop hating on women.
I'm not taking nothing from you. I'm not taking nothing from y'all. But the question, the original question is, what you said was, why are we so draining? Because we are pushing life out of our body. That's why it becomes draining to us. It only becomes draining to y'all when y'all give birth.
No. I was saying sex was draining.
Hold on. We'll be right back.
They weren't loyal to you. They were loyal to the opportunity. And a person who does not understand the value of loyalty will never understand the damage of betrayal. This is how we get hurt. We confuse loyalty with attachments. There is a massive difference with somebody who is assigned to you versus someone who's attached to you. Somebody who's assigned to you helps you complete tasks. But those who are attached to you only want to benefit from the task that you have completed. They don't view you as a person. They view you as a purse. People don't abandon what they want. They abandon what they were using. But I'm loyal. I'm a rider. Everybody is willing to ride while you're in the yacht. But who is going to row with you in a crisis? Loyalty does not require lights or eyes because it is a heart posture. It should not require my presence for you to be loyal. Loyalty is when you have my back behind my back.
Mm.
You know, I love when you play that because it puts me into remembering my circle and appreciating my family. I love you, Tony.
Aaliyah says we provide half of the DNA. Plus, we are the only ones that have the micro. What's that word?
I'm right. Hold on. I can't see it. Mitochondrioids.
DNA.
Mitochondria DNA.
Now, Aaliyah, you're gonna stop with these big ass scientific words, man. Yeah.
That's my bestie. And I'm glad she came on today. I had told her I wanted her to come
glad
on
you're
the
here too.
show.
Well, don't be making me feel stupid on my show now. I love you, girl.
No, ooh. We never stupid. But you know, only reason why I mentioned it too, you know, is because we have to give props to God and God's creation. And sex is important. And we all here to bring forth life. Like, that's the whole in the image of. God is the creation and the creator of life, and we in the image of. We all here to create. Now, I think when you were speaking and you were talking about relationship and punishing people, one of the things I had asked was, were you a virgin before you had came on? I kind of got the answer already through the things you talked about. Now, I have another question for you when it comes to sex, because Tony had made a comment about it. What do you think about when a person's body language says to you, no? How do you read body language? I guess that's the better way to put it.
How does he
You
read
can
body
answer that
language?
too, Tony. How do men read body language to know that it's a go? Like how you were saying, sitting at the table at the restaurant. How do you know to feel comfortable enough to approach that? Like what signals do you get to say, oh, she feeling me, she want to give me that, she want to do what she want to do, we gonna do it?
In general conversation, I think at some point you feel comfortable enough. This is just me. At some point you feel comfortable enough to start doing flirtatious type conversation, or even taking the conversation a little left and talk about sex a little bit, or throw in sexual tones. And it depends on how the other person is feeding off of that. And if they're feeding off of it, being receptive, commenting the way you want them to comment, saying the things you think they should be saying, that says it's a go, then you kind of take it a little further. So because if a person's not feeling you, they're gonna catch the sexual innuendos, and they're gonna tell you, are you trying to fuck me? Are you trying to have sex? Or are you trying to say blah 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 blah? Because they'll catch it, and they're gonna tear you down before you even get any further. So it's not that they're stupid. People know what you're saying and know what you're getting at.
Gotcha.
Hey, Arthur Hammond.
Hello.
Best-selling author. You should have been on the show tonight. We're talking about sex and how important is it. You can still join us if you want.
Yeah. And when you say the talk and the flirtatious talking and everything, I think that's a very good thing that you should have when you're speaking with in your dates. That's the way to get to know a person. I think that you should be comfortable enough to talk about it versus people sit there and they do all these things, and then when sex is so taboo, but when they get in the room, it's definitely what they want. Now they're doing things that are uncomfortable. The other person could be feeling uncomfortable because this ain't what we talked about. You know, so I think you should really have a conversation about sex and what people like, what people don't like, the things they will do, won't do. I had a guy once tell me, "Oh, look at that." No, I'm not killing it. No.
He said he told
Y'all
you
know
what
I'm
killing
in
it.
DC.
What?
No, he told me to kill it. See how men are? They want to kill everything. No. Y'all know I'm in DC, and I know I probably shared with y'all, but DC got some rats for you, man. They got some rats.
Oh, you're in
Bad,
DC and the
too.
rat.
Yes.
I'm like, what are you screaming about?
Over here, I'm over here in the uppity side of town, and you know, they
Miss Hammond, if you want to come on the show, you can.
have
The
the.
link is in the comments.
So no,
I'll
I'm not
put it-
running a rat over. Can I fit right there? Mm-mm-mm. I have a few more questions to ask Mr. Nate, but he's not on
He's
now.
probably still watching. You can ask him. I was gonna ask him, how did he get all that white facial hair and that Santa Claus beard? Was that from people sitting on his face?
Do that make you go gray? I said, that make you go gray?
I don't know. Look, I had a few facial sitters.
I feel that. I had wait till y'all can get out the car. He's 18, he's grown, but I'll be, he's my son. He might not want to hear me say that.
Okay.
But men are wild. Men are something else, and the things that they offer and the willingness that they're willing to do. It's that find a parking space time.
Oh.
I'm about to double park and let him out.
Cause I want to share with y'all a situation I saw on one of the reality TV shows, just to give us if I may, I was talking about earlier. There was a reality judge TV show where I think it was Paternity Court, where they were trying to distinguish the DNA or the father of the child. So it was a situation where this guy that was in his 20s, this woman that was in her 40s, they were not friends. They had a mutual friend that they were friends of. So his homeboy was friends with the lady, and he was friends with the homeboy. So the homeboy introduced them together at a party. So at the party, they met, exchanged phone numbers and everything, and got together. They hooked up and everything, and one thing led to another. They went out to dinner. And in conversation, she stressed the fact that she wanted to have kids. He also stressed the fact that he did not want kids, and he wasn't looking to have children anytime soon. She, of course, wanted to have a serious relationship or whatever. Mind you, he was a college student. She was a general manager of a local retail store. She had her own place. She established. She's still living at home with his parents. So, you know what I'm saying? So there was already opposites. But what attracted them was the physical. So he, of course, went over to her house, I think twice or maybe 3 times. And all 2 or 3 times they had sex each time with a condom, protected sex. He pulled the condom off, threw it in the trash, went to sleep. Boom. She then, because she feels that her biological clock is ticking and she want to have kids, and she done stressed him that she want to have kids, she decides to take the syringe or the turkey baster or whatever, get his condom, get his cum out of the condom, and insert herself. So boom, she ends up pregnant. She ends up pregnant, takes him to court because he's not being a father. He's not stepping up to the game and stepping up to the plate and doing what he's supposed to do as a father, as a man. He's saying, Judge, there's no way she could be pregnant because every time I was over there, I used a condom. And when I pulled it off, I checked, there was no leaks, no holes, the condom went in the trash. Boom. So how is it my child? She finally admits in court, well, she did what she had to do. She took the turkey baster and she inserted herself and made herself pregnant. The judge then tells her, well, that's against the law, and we can hold you, have some charges brought against you now, because she admitted it, not knowing that she was admitting of a crime. So she's saying, well, he knew what I wanted, and he knew why he was there. He said, well, I didn't want children, and I didn't know why I was there. I was there to do what I do. So the judge said, well, sir, did you ever give her the impression that y'all was gonna have a relationship? His reply was, don't hate the player, hate the game. You got to do what you got to do to get what you want. In other words, he was saying, yeah, we as the men, we say what we got to say to get the coochie. So the judge is like, okay. So then he also admitted that if, in fact, it is my child, I would hate for that child to grow up fatherless because it's my DNA and it is my child. I just don't like the way she did it and went about it, but I don't want anything to do with her because me and her was not established in a relationship. It was just a hit and miss, 2 or 3 nights, and I should not be held responsible for that situation. So, boom, they got the DNA results back. The judge was going to, I think it was, at that point, the child was maybe like a year old, maybe 2 years old. So they read the results, and he is not the father. So that means she was fucking somebody else as well and got pregnant from the other person, but it wasn't his. He said, thank God. So it was not his child.
Oh, wow.
Although she did what she did, it wasn't his child. She thought it was, but like I said, she was also having sex with other people because she was really trying to have a baby. So now you got one, but you don't know who the baby daddy is.
Wow, that was a twist. I was expecting it to be his, but she be caught with full responsibility because of her deceitfulness. Now,
Right.
I feel part of that story, him saying, don't hate the player or whatever, you got to do what you got to do to get it. Don't hate her. That's what she did. She did what she had to do to get it. If we going to play that kind of role, huh?
She broke the law.
I mean,
Him telling her to get the coochie is not breaking the law.
It's God's law.
It's deceitful and it's deceiving, but there's no law against that.
I feel that. You gonna carry this for me? Well, you need a bag for that.
Ask your son, do he tell them what they want to hear?
Niamki, do you tell the women what they want to hear in order to get what you want? He said, what? Do you tell the ladies what they want to hear in order to get what you want?
Nah, not to get what I want, but like, if they're mad, sometimes you gotta tell them what they want to hear, so they won't be mad. But not to get what I want. That's not right.
Not to get what he wants, but to pacify them. He says.
Still deceitful.
Put that in that bag. That is still, but that he's meaning if they're upset and making them to cool their hot temper or whatever, so they don't be mad. Just tell them what they want to hear. You got to be truthful. You got to be 100 with it. You know, truth hurts, but it also sets you free. So if don't hurt yourself by telling a lie. Tell the truth. They'll get over it. Give them a hug. That's how I
It
am.
sets you free.
Yeah, the truth will set you free. Don't the truth set you free?
Ask LeVar Burton when he played in Roots, when he told him his name was Kunta Kinte, they beat his ass. That
He
was the
should have
truth.
said his name was Kunta.
But that was the truth.
His name wasn't Kunta.
His name wasn't Toby. The white man called him Toby. Then what is your name, boy? He said Kunta Kinte. Pow. What is your name? It's Toby. Say Toby. Kunta Kinte. Pow. So the truth didn't set him free.
We're talking about sex, Tony. Your name gonna be Kunta. I forgot about that part. So Toby. It was a comedian who did a skit on that. I
Oh,
can't
really?
remember. Nah, Niaki done left. He don't want to have no parts of this conversation. But I was gonna say I'm at the gas station and a dude offered for me. He says, "You look like you are stressed. You need to sit on my face and let me help you relieve your stress." And I'm thinking to myself, like,
he's like, okay.
you don't know what I got down there. I might have something to tear your whole lips off. Like,
But he wanted to help you release that stress.
but should we just be offering ourselves?
He saw what he liked.
Oh.
As
So
you
he
walk around,
wanted.
as you walk around with them juicy cakes.
Law.
That's who did it to you. The law. Lord have mercy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
He saw what he liked, and he's like, God damn.
Yeah, so when you were talking about the gray beard, it brought that to my mind, and I'm like, I'm trying to remember if that man had a gray beard. The Silver Fox Club. Oh, I got another question. Do women have to swallow?
It's not required, no.
It's not required, no. Why is it not required?
It's not required for my partner to swallow. I mean, it's not even required that you allow it to go in your mouth. But if you do, I'm not asking you to swallow. I mean, if you even allow it to go in your mouth, that's good enough for me. You can spit it out.
Is allowing it to go in your mouth, that means you're allowing the dick to stay in. So does that give a better feeling? Or is it just a visual or mental thing?
It's a visual thing. It does something to the man.
Okay.
And, you know, in his mind, you love him more because you allowed it to go in your mouth, as opposed to, oh, I'm about to come, and you let it squirt on your shoulder.
Like, ooh, that's disgusting.
You know, right. So damn, you don't love me, baby? That's my stuff. You know, You know, in his mind, it's you love me a little less. Yeah, you still love me because you did it, but you love me a little less. You love me more because you allowed it to go in your mouth. You love me even more because you swallowed it. So there's levels to that thing.
Man, y'all men are thorough.
Yes, they are. So like I just said, it didn't matter to me.
It didn't matter. So it don't make the head game better because you let it come in the mouth. Because either way you're coming. Because you know, like I would think that you could keep making them come. So I don't suck dick. So I don't know about this.
This season.
Yeah, this season. Look, because I was not married.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Not
part.
not here in season 4, but maybe season 3 or 2, but not season 4.
Yeah, not this season. It's a new year. New year, new me.
Okay. Oh, you mess. You are a
Mm.
whole mess.
What other questions did we have that was brought to me? Because I was like, we're having a show and we're talking about sex, but I got to bring something other than sexual acts. I got to bring thought process to the show because it's more to sex than just the act of sex.
True.
What about
But
tantra sex?
I think sex is definitely a mind thing. 'Cause I'm a firm believer that you can also sex a person mentally before you've even entered into their body.
I agree.
Now
And that was
when you can mind fuck a person, you have them. Because I'm a firm believer, he who has the mind has the body. That's one of my sayings. If you have my mind, the body is sure to follow.
and that's a great saying to have, but that is actual and factual. If you are like the chakra system, your
Mm,
crown chakra is one of your highest levels, but the grounding chakra is in the growing area. And a
mm,
lot of times when you ground with sex in a relationship and make that be your cornerstone, your foundation, then you've got so much bullshit to go through before you get to the mind and get that person to like be your mental, be your what do they say? Equally yoked
right.
mate. When you start with the mental connection and then allow it to work itself on down, and then you get to sex afterwards, you've put yourself in a state of bliss because, like you say, once you took over the mind, now you take over the whole body. The mind controls the whole body. So you
Exactly.
could you could just say, "Hey, baby," and she could come
Mm,
because her mind is stuck on the love of the vibration of your tone of your voice, just the thought of you. But a lot of people miss out because they don't have no self-control. They don't have any um discipline about themselves. They just want what they want and they go for it too soon.
that reminds me, speaking of the mind and the attraction, without having to say, I remember I was dating this person back, I want to say 2000, maybe 6 or 7, somewhere in there, or 8, 7 or 8, 2007, 2008. I was dating this individual, and they used to always say to me, "Dog, every time I'm around you, your dick hard." My
Mm,
response to them was, "Don't worry about my dick being hard. You need to be worried when my dick don't get hard. That means you're no
right.
longer it. You're no longer it. That's how much you turn me on just being in your mere presence. It causes it to get hard. We ain't even talking about sex. You ain't touched me. You ain't stroked me. You just walked up and I just saw you walking up, in the yard. My meat hard. So don't be worried about me getting hard. You need to worry about me if I'm not no longer hard."
What
That's
about
me.
what about what about the relationships of you in a relationship and y'all been in it for a while, almost a year, or even more, longer, but you decide to cheat. That part is what throws me. How do people cheat when if you're like you just said, my dick ain't gonna get hard. That should be who you attracted. That person should be your everything. If it could get hard for
Right.
someone else, that right there lets you know that person ain't your everything,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. And my thing is, if I'm in a relationship and let's say me and my spouse, we live together, we're building a foundation, we're building a house, we're building an empire, we got an understanding and blah 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 blah. And everything is at home is good because I'm an excellent communicator too. I can tell you when there's something wrong with me. I can tell you how to make love to me. I can tell you how to sex me, how to satisfy me. I can tell you when you're not doing it and what you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a communicator. But at that point, like I said, there's no reason for me to go elsewhere to get what I'm getting at home. Because I've asked guys in the past, you fuck 10 girls this month. What's the difference between each girl? All was a female, all was a vagina. Maybe all 10 of them had shaved. All 10 was a wet hole. What was the difference? And they couldn't pinpoint what was different about the 10. So there was no difference between the 10, then why do it?
So then that right there brings it back to it's not a matter of do you gotta, they not doing it for the mindset, they doing it for the feeling.
Right, they're just doing it to bust a nut.
Right, and the difference was who was available and who wasn't.
Right. And another killer saying that I have is women need a reason to cheat. Men just need a location.
Whew. And $40.
And $40 to give her for her cell phone.
Yep. Because that's what they costing.
That's the going rate now, $40.
I know. Let me let you know, I'm still on Plies. $100. What is it gonna cost? No, I'm just playing.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I'm just playing. It's more than that.
It could be the laundry closet, the maintenance closet, behind the garbage dump, the back seat, in the trunk, in the treehouse.
I mean, do y'all even have the thought process? Do y'all know that the not just the vagina is a very sensitive and delicate place, but the vulva right above it, our urethra is like this long. So you could sit in the wrong environment and get a fucking infection. How you gonna sit here and say you want me to bend over and let you do whatever you want to do behind the trash can in a dirty house? Come on, people.
I don't see them doing it in the back of an Uber.
Why the driver driving?
Why you driving? Didn't care that the driver saw them. Didn't care that the driver heard them. Didn't care if it was videotaped or not.
I had a friend do it on a car in an apartment complex, right on the hood of the car. Everybody was out there watching with their camera, not behind the trash can. Yes, girl. I was sitting in the car, and it was when I tell you, so much toxicity is in this world. The couple was fighting. He was hitting her, like just punching her, slapping her. And I don't know, because I'm too far away. I can't hear what they're saying. I just see what's going on. I'm like, I'm not about to go get involved. So I shine my light, like I flicker my light, like we see you. So they look down to where like the light's flashing from. And then maybe 5-10 minutes later, they went around the corner. Or she went around the corner. Then he went around the corner. The only thing around the corner is the dumpster. And when they came back from around there 10 minutes later, he went that way, she went that way, she was fixing her clothes. It was just all over, like, they did what they did.
So you know what they just did.
Yeah. And it's like he had to beat her to make her go over there. I don't like the way men and women are treating each other in order to get what they want.
Hope she got her $40.
For real. Or at least her nails done. I was told by a dude that he would do everything for me, but if I don't swallow, I couldn't get my hair and nails done.
Oh,
I
that
said, well,
was it a husband, boyfriend, or a trick?
I've only been married one time. And my husband, oh, look at you! Hey!
Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, How's everybody?
All right, all right.
So
Is that your home?
wonderful now that you're on.
Is that your home?
Behind me?
Yeah.
This is where I reside. Yeah.
You have a beautiful home.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah.
So that's how you executives be living.
I
For
don't know
real.
just the children, just the children.
Y'all ballers, I call us.
Just staying in a child's place, man. You know what I mean? That's all.
You see did you know what our topic is for tonight?
I heard it was sex.
Let's talk about sex and how important is it?
How important is sex? I mean, sex is vitally important for reproduction. Now, I don't. As far as you probably talking about how important it is for a relationship, huh?
No,
or to you.
Just how important it is to you.
Oh, to me.
You gotta have it. He had to stand up and move for that one.
No, do I have to have it? Yes and no. Yes and no.
Tell us
yes and no. I mean, if a woman is able to stimulate my mind, then that will keep me off of desiring sex.
For how long?
Like that. See, now that's a good one, cause it's really, to tell you the truth, from where I came from, as far as like needing.
You're breaking up. You need to sit down somewhere because your Wi-Fi.
You gotta go back and sit back down.
Your Wi-Fi chopping up.
I noticed he's got gray, so gotta ask him that question too.
Okay.
You back with us?
Yeah, I'm back with you.
Yeah, you walked away and it got choppy.
Okay, so what I was saying was, I'm at the point in life where if it's a part of life, that's cool. If it's not a part of life, that's cool.
But you answered earlier, so you said, said that if she could stimulate your mind, it'll sustain you from sex. And I said, for how long? Because I'm a firm believer. If she's stimulating your mind, like I said earlier in the conversation with our previous guest, I'm a firm believer that a person could mind fuck you before they sexually fuck you. So if she has your mind, that should make her more desirable and want to fuck even more.
Well, when I say my mind, I mean if we're doing things that aren't sex, like if we're hanging out, if we're doing activities that aren't sex, then that's cool. And if it's not her thing to be physical with me, then that's cool. It's again, as long as I'm being stimulated, as long as I'm growing in some way, form, or fashion, mentally, spiritually, it's cool.
But what happens when your penis start growing inside your pants?
But you know what?
Nah,
I agree with you on that, Rodney. Because if you're out doing things that don't stimulate or entice you to want to be sexually intimate or attracted to someone, going bowling,
skating.
walking in the park.
Going to church.
Nah, we ain't going to church now. We ain't doing that.
Well, give us some ideas. Give us some ideas. What can people do
Going to the movies.
in lieu of sex?
A walk on the
Because
beach.
we need to know that.
A dinner for two. Netflix and chill.
All
All
that
of that
Netflix and chill gonna be sex.
ain't gotta be.
It ain't gotta be, but most men, when they get in that chill mode, and then they want to touch, and then she's soft, and then they start rubbing, and then
Well, okay,
nah,
well, first off, or second off, we gotta understand
clear.
why aren't we engaging in sex?
Aaliyah
Yep.
said prayer. Shalia said prayer and meditation.
Prayer. Okay. Well,
Lies
praying.
you tell.
Say
For
what?
real, cause
I
Chucky
said
and
lies you tell.
I used to meditate together, and the kill live and kicking.
Again, going back to what are you meditating about, or what you're praying for? You know.
Now she also said tantra, and I was gonna talk about tantra sex too. We're gonna get to that. So, what you think about tantra sex, Rodney?
I don't know enough about tantra sex to talk about on tantra sex.
I've never heard the term before.
It's a mental. It's a
I
mental.
done told Leah stop bringing those big old words, making me feel crazy.
I had said you could do tantra a few moments ago too.
But
So
if you tell me, if you say tantra and then you put the word sex to it like a compound word, then that's still sex.
well, so what? One of my two of my kids, my baby daddies. I guess that's what I got to go ahead and call them because that's all. Two of my donors.
Oh,
And I practiced tantra sex. The best sex I ever had. Like there ain't no comparison. Thank you both. Thank you so very much for that one. It was good. But
Oh,
mentally, one, we would sit back to back. We would meditate. But our meditation would be on how we wanted to feel, how we wanted to receive the love and energy from the other. And massage, different touches, different ways to channel your energy. But if I'm touching you, you touching me, and we mentally thinking about feeling good, not just feeling good by your penetration, but feeling good from you tickling my ear, just different things. That's how it is. It's incorporating mind over matter, but bringing it all in. Like you said, if you can master the mind, you can master the whole body. Then when you start to
okay.
engage in the actual physical act of sex, you're so stimulated because you've opened up more avenues of satisfaction. Guess that's a better way to put it. So now, like how our guest Nate was saying, the tingle, the nerve, the way the body does, that's not something you can hide. That's a natural. It's heightened. That person, like, that's a mental ecstasy.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
It incorporates all six senses.
Rodney, somebody said we mentioned earlier in the show that the graying, that's from allowing people to sit on your face.
I'm sorry. I heard mentioned earlier in the show, and then it dropped out, and then it said something about something on your face. It sounded like you said, I don't.
The graying of your face
Right.
is a result of you allowing multiple people to sit on your face.
Oh, wow. No, I mean, I couldn't attribute it to that personally.
Mhm.
So, no, that it sounds like a good joke, if you will, but nah, not as a result. That ain't where mine come from. You feel
Okay.
me? Yeah. And I'm not saying
Keep
that
it.
anything's wrong with that. I'm just saying that that's not where mine came from. You feel me? Like
We
that's
just
not
wanted to
cool.
know if that was that if that's what makes men Santa Claus, because they're out here just
Oh, it's a
treating the bad.
possibility. I wouldn't say that it's impossible, but I don't know that.
They're not eating enough B12,
Yeah, no, vitamin K.
vitamin K,
Yeah,
vitamin coochie.
I'm just yeah. That's yeah. Nah, I'll be 48 next month, so that's just living life.
Today is May 30th.
Yeah, so hmm, just
Dang.
living life. Yeah, but I heard that the topic was sex, and so we talking about sex. But yeah, Kama Sutra.
Hmm. Let's talk about that one.
Oh no, that's not. Oh, I'm sorry. When I said I hadn't even heard about the one that you mentioned. I thought that we were when you mentioned it, that's what came to mind. Kama Sutra came to mind,
Tantra.
Mm.
and so I said I didn't know enough about that. I didn't know anything about the one you mentioned.
Oh, so you don't know enough. Well, tell us what you do know about Kama Sutra.
I don't just. I mean, that the book? Is that the one influenced by the Indians? India.
Oh, I don't have a way to Google that real quick.
Okay.
But I thought that
No.
was the one that enjoyed
All
being
the different.
choked and stuff like that.
Oh no, that's that. I mean, it might be, but Kama Sutra was the one that had all the different
Yeah,
positions
I thought
and
it was the one with all the different positions.
yeah, all the different
Oh, okay.
positions and stuff like that. But to me. You're speaking in reference to the BDSM,
Say it again.
BD, BDSM. You know, the bondage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the D? Bondage?
I don't know. It might be dominance or something like that.
Mm.
You got the slave and the master. So
Okay. Do you partake in that? Do you like being
uh,
dominated?
I'm 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 over there. I'm headed in that direction. I'm over there.
You want to be
Mm.
dominated or you like to dominate?
I'm dominating.
Okay.
Dominating. So you
Uh,
like to smack that ass all on the floor.
no, I'm going. I plan on taking me a trip to Home Depot tomorrow and grabbing me some stuff. I'm gonna put put some rings in the bed post so we can tie to the bed and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, you know,
Handcuffs?
we gonna do some playing. Nah, ropes. I mean,
Ropes
there's
and
nothing.
chains. Okay,
Yeah,
Luda.
there's nothing wrong with handcuffs if that's what you're
Let me ask
dealing
you
with.
this.
But
Let me ask,
I had
let
a
me
rope.
ask, let me ask you this, and plus the viewers, if you can answer the question if you want to. Would you be willing to be in a polyamorous relationship with multiple partners?
I am polyamorous. Like I'm a polyamorous person. So, but when you say
Is that
multiple,
you and multiple girls? Is that you and multiple girls, or you and other multiple guys with your girl?
okay. So when you say polyamorous, I'm speaking in reference to nature. Like I don't. I'm not one to say, oh, monogamy is the natural state of man. I would say that polygamy or being polyamorous is the natural state of man. Now, when you're talking about a polygamous relationship, then no, I'm not saying that I'm involved with this, like all these different females or whatever. They all know about one another. I'm just saying by nature, I probably wouldn't be in a monogamous relationship.
Now, would you now in your involvement with the ladies? Do you let them know that you're polyamorous?
Yes.
Do you seek other women who are?
that's the best thing going. And I had to learn that the hard way. In a sense, I didn't have to learn that the hard way, but I guess I chose by living life to learn that the hard way. It's like you don't want to deal with women that are telling you that they're monogamous and that that's what they want in their life. If a woman tells you that she wants just one man and you know that's not you, bye. Like, keep it moving. Because there are like-minded women out there that are polyamorous or that are cool with that.
Not
You know, I
only that,
told
not
So
only
don't
that,
try
because
to
if a
force
woman
it.
also tell you that she's into one-on-one monogamous, it could cause problems in the future because when she see you with the other woman, now she want to fight and complain and have an argue in public when you already know what time it is.
That's my point. And so it's, again, don't try to force it. If you don't have to. There's too many women out here to have to try to force a woman to be in something that she has already told you that's not her. That's not what she wants. That's
you
not
know,
the program she running.
I think that that's the one of the most mature ways and ways we should be for people. It's and that's not just in the poly, that's in any type of what a person wants. So if a person says they don't do anal, then when you come into this relationship with them, they don't do anal, don't a month or two later, now that we done been together, oh, you love me, you would do this, because that's not fair to her or him, making them feel that because they won't do what you want them to do, there's no love for you. Because the greater love should be for self first. That's how
I
I
agree.
see it.
I agree.
And
No,
it's clear in the beginning they don't do that.
right. Right. It's too many women out here that do and enjoy it. So find one of those. That's it. That's it.
Now, what if you met a woman, you liked everything about her, but she wasn't into that lifestyle,
I think
but she
that's
was okay with you being in that lifestyle? Would it be okay for her to have a person that she can be with, like say she doesn't see it as, so poly, I think to me is more than two, but I do know it means more than the one. But
okay.
I see more people when they're doing poly, they're not just having that person and another person, they're having multiple, like 3-4 people that they trying to have on their team. So what if she says, okay, I'm gonna have my one, you have however many you want, and I'll still be yours, but I'll have this, and then when you come around, I'll have you.
I'm gonna say that anything can anything can possibly work out. I personally don't like to deal in hypothetics because that's like making a judgment on something that don't even exist as of yet, and I don't know how I would feel at that point. So, or how I would see it at that point. So, I would just say that anything is possible, and that just sounds like I don't want to call it an open relationship, but it just sounds like an open relationship to me, and everybody just need to govern themselves accordingly. Like, you telling
What do
me that,
you
huh?
now? Our audience, everyone knows you, but you're a great person to speak about AIDS and HIV. How do you feel when it comes to condoms and things to prevent sexually transmitted diseases, but still being in this polygamous relationship or lifestyle?
Well, protection is very important, extremely important. I'm old enough to be weary and to be cautious, scared even of STIs and STDs, and that's one thing that keeps me from being buck wild still, like as if I don't care. I do care. I care a lot. So you you won't I won't be that person that's just around here sleeping with every and anything. And that's part of the reason why you don't have to have sex at all. If it's not there, it's not there. That's why you want to be stimulated in other ways, which means that you actually have to know the person and have an understanding of this person and see how how she is and who she is as an individual. So yeah, protection would be very important. Going to get tested for STIs is very important. So
Should you get tested before sex, before the initial sexual encounter?
Well, when I was in that field doing that, one of my running jokes, if you will, would be that the first date should be to the clinic. To get tested.
And that's especially if people, like Tony, you were saying, within that first 10 minutes or hour, if you want to be with this person that way, then that you should be making those strides to put that in. Because that's a good thing. If you have a first date, it's about 2 weeks to get your test results when you do it the long way, right? Or it's sooner now. Okay. So that 2-week waiting period gives you time to talk more, get to know each other's ins and outs a little bit, and then engage. Is that what you mean?
That's what I mean. But I'm saying on some real mature stuff, sex is just so not necessary that it could be longer than 2 weeks. What's up?
No.
What'd you say? Like 2 months? Because you still, like, if you're dealing with, let's say, HIV, and if the person just contracted HIV, or at least it used to be, if the person just contracted HIV, let's say a couple weeks prior to, and then they go get this test, and the results don't show up on that test as positive, so you got to wait a few more weeks or a few more months to find out that person is positive. So if you're gonna go have sex with this person after a couple of weeks, that's because you had a test done and it came back clear a couple of days prior to, you still could be messed up. So the extreme thing is to take your time, and it's not as much as it's about STIs. You dealing with people that, like, you haven't even peeped all their red flags yet. You gotta talk to these people and find out where their head is and where their head is going, where their head has been. Cause boy, that's something, that energy, that energy is subject to be with you for a long time, for the rest of your life. Even you don't know the influence that energy is gonna be in your life once you connect with it. So
do you believe that every time you have sex with a person, you're taking a part of them? And I think that goes for unprotected sex. But
I think that goes for both. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's a belief thing as much as it's a fact. Like, okay. Yeah, I think that's a fact. Like, yeah. Yeah, you getting a part. You getting a part of that person. That person is getting a part of you.
That was what I was when I was speaking on earlier when I was saying we get drained. That the energy that is been, a lot of when men and women have sex, the man is taking a lot of the energy from her and depositing his energy. And it's in exchange, but those energies are like sex demons in a sense. They're all the other previous relationships just attached to them, and it's got this funny 3-letter letters attached to it now called HPV. What do you think about HPV being a multiple sexual people you just get it because you're having sex with too many partners?
Well, the only HPV that I am aware of is, and I may be mispronouncing it, is the human papilloma virus.
Mm-hmm.
which is an actual STI. And so I don't know enough about HPV to speak on HPV on the terms that you use, or the definition that you were saying, or the one that I am aware of.
Mm. So, that's been something that I dealt with, not personally, but I mean, as far as in my medical field, the way I talk and help people, because it's not medical like I'm a doctor, but just things that have come to me. And this was years ago. So today I didn't even realize it was classified as a STI. I know that they were trying to make it be a vaccine for our the teenagers that in their vaccinations in high school, middle school, they get this HPV shot. And one of the things that I was advocating for then was, instead of, because I'm an advocate for no vaccinations, instead of advocating for getting the vaccine, let's educate about sex. Because then it was a virus that was due to pretty much being beat up too much by too many different cells getting damaged from the act of sex. Now today it might be classified different, because we always researching and studying and learning more. So I wasn't aware that they've put it on the classification as just an STI, because at first it wasn't a STI. It was your cervix having dysplasia, cellular tissue and cellular growth growing over your cervix, and that happens as scar tissue from being beat. But interesting. Okay.
Yeah, yes, it's been a STI for a good minute, at least. Yeah, for the 10 years that I was in the field, and it's been 2 years since I was there. Yeah, it's been a STI.
And it's about Nikhil's about 10, so it'll be about 10 years. He'll be 11 since I really was involved in that aspect of it. So yeah, that's about right. So while we have you too, because you're such the person for this. Thank you for coming on. Condoms. Tell these people, especially the men, about the different options of condoms, because men always go with, they need these magnums, these magnum latex condoms that probably fall off half the men in the world. But that's another comment, another topic. But there are other condoms that will protect, but also be healthier for both the man and the woman. Will you share with us?
Okay.
A hefty bag.
A hefty bag? You trying to fit a whale?
Look, you just don't want nothing on you, no sweat.
Okay.
Oh, talking about the body condom. Okay. I got you. Well, from what I can recall, there are latex condoms, which are typical condoms. Most condoms, to my understanding, are made out of latex. Sometimes you have people that are allergic to latex, and so you have other material condoms that are not latex, polyurethane condoms that are not latex, and people are not allergic to those. You also have you got regular size condoms. When it comes to the gold pack, or I don't even want to say the name since we're on here unless they're giving you some money for me to say the name. But when you get to those gold packs that are the larger size condoms, back when I was in the field, which was just like 3 years ago, it was said that only 6% of the male population actually need one of those larger size condoms. 6%. So I guess, and if you take a regular size condom, I'm not saying with a ball fist, but with a straight hand like this here, a regular size condom can fit over your hand and up your arm. It can stretch that much. So you hear brothers, I've heard men say that,
it's too tight, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's too tight and it's uncomfortable. So for women that are
Those
dealing
are
with,
mannish men.
say what?
I said, are those mannish men that just want to feel your inside?
Well, so the option for women in that case is you have the female condoms, and the female condoms are condoms that go inside of the female's vagina, and then the man will stick his penis inside of that part of the inside the female condom, and it's very wide. It's very it's lubricated a whole lot, and so it feels like there is no condom there basically. You know?
And what material are they made out of?
They're made out of the polyurethane as well.
Okay. And so you were saying that with your hand open, a condom can fit over your hand and your arm.
No, it's gonna be like this, like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's gonna fit over your hand. You can put it over your hand and up your arm. So if a man has that much girth, it'll fit. You know, if they're doing that. But if you're doing it like that, then you probably need one of those gold packs.
A hefty bag.
Yeah, a hefty bag.
Or Ziploc. A gallon Ziploc bag.
Yeah. So, and those female condoms can be put in like up to 6 hours prior to having sex. So, you know, you just wear it and
so she can put it. So she can put. So the woman can put it in, go to the club, meet somebody, and go in the bathroom and have him.
If that's what she's doing. If that's what she's doing, yes.
Mm-hmm. So is that deceiving?
Deceiving? I think it's self-preservation. If you like, you have some women that are dealing with men that don't want to wear condoms and won't wear condoms, and if she can put that on and have that on, and you wouldn't know the difference. It's possible he wouldn't know the difference. I wouldn't call that deceiving. You know, I think it's self-preservation.
Mm-hmm. Only reason I agree with self-preservation. Only reason why I say that is deceiving because there are those men out there who want to raw dog it, and they try to impose that on their women, and then she may just
they just met you 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation on, again, going without sex. Who are you actually having sex with? Who is this person? Red flags. You done got yourself in a situation now you can't control your own body, sort of thing going on. That's abuse. That's a sort of abuse in itself. So I mean, that's a whole nother addition to what we're talking about as far as sex is concerned. You know, that's wild, and that's really something. You do have a lot of females that they don't control the bedroom, in a sense. They don't control their bodies, and that's because the man does, the man that they're dealing with. And sometimes they be in situations where it's like the dude taking care of them or the dude is providing for them, and so they feel like, I don't have a way out right now, so I got to put up with this, you know, type stuff.
Dental dams.
Dental dams. That's not one of my favorite tools, but it's basically a latex layer of it's like a sheet of latex, so it is latex that you would put over the vagina or you put over the anus if you're gonna be eating the anus or whatever. And you don't want to put, the trick is you don't want to put the dry dental dam on the vagina, because if it's dry and the vagina's not wet, it's not gonna slide. So what you want to do is you want to get you some lubrication and put the lubrication on the vagina, put the dental dam on top of the vagina, and then do it like that, so that it slips and slides like your mouth would with no problem. And they come in different flavors.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember mint, strawberry, banana, grape, and it's one more that I can't think of.
They need a juicy flavor.
Hey.
Go ahead and submit your specimen.
Yeah, submit your DNA.
Yeah.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready.
They'll hook you up. They'll hook them up.
That'd be the bestseller.
I know. It's why the thought just came to me. I was thinking about creating a mold, but I mean a flavor too. Come on.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm gonna make it non-latex.
Who said?
Yeah. So it's 10:19, and we've gone a little over our time, but we always love when we have guests on and get to be able to inform our audience on things that they might not get in just everyday watching TV. So thank you so much, Rodney, for coming on. Thank you, Nate, for coming on. Thank you, Aaliyah, for joining us in the chat, and everyone else who tuned in and watched. We thank you.
DeAndre
So
Brown, Alexis Brown.
Who else?
It was DeAndre Brown, Alexis Brown. They gave us 2 hearts.
Yeah, thank you so much. And while we have your attention, hit that like button. You can share it because it's always good to watch the replay, and subscribe because we on our mission for 100,000. We got to get there, so get us there.
Yes.
Rodney, tell us about you, because
where can they find
where
you?
can we find you? How can we get in touch to learn a little bit more about being poly?
If any of our viewers want to reach out to Rodney, how can they find you?
I was strolling Facebook to look for the show tonight. I said, because I heard it was going to be about sex, and so I chimed in real quick. I'm not really out right now. You know, I'm doing my thing right now.
Okay.
So, I love y'all. I can't be contacted.
I sent it in your inbox, so he cannot be contacted.
I can't be contacted right now.
He is exclusive to Tony and I.
Love y'all. I'm gone.
Love you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you.
So you can find me here. You know, I've been meaning to send you an update. I'm gonna send it after this so we can update this. But you can find me here every Tuesday and Thursday on the ATL show. We are Tuesday 9 o'clock and Thursday 8 o'clock, and then it's until we done. You can check out enliventoyou.com. That's my website. I have free consultations. So if you need, even in that crisis moment and you need someone to talk to, call me. That number right there, I don't think it works anymore. You can call it, but I don't like answering it at this moment in my life. So actually, don't call me. Sign up for a consultation and we'll connect that way. Instagram, Miss Beautiful. TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes. And if you need to email me, it's winning@persevere.com.
What about your Bigo?
It's my Bigo ID is Enliven to You, but my screen name is Juicy, Juicee, Juice. Okay, you all. And you know what? I want y'all to connect to me on there because let me get my money.
Okay, believe that.
Now, Legacy does it. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try. He got it so down pat. But I need to introduce and bring out the person who does this all for us. And I appreciate you, Tony, for staying on despite the fact that we had no guests. And we look at, I told you they were gonna come. If you build it, they will come.
They will come.
And Tony, he's the builder. He's the one who does what it takes. Our background, our flyers, the links, everything. Thank you, Tony, for creating this space. Let them know about you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias. That's Instagram, Twitter. Well, not Twitter no more. Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook under the Anthony Brown Show or Anthony Brown. Follow my Facebook page, which is Anthony the Writer. I'm now on Bigo. Bigo, I'm Anthony the Notary. You can email me or call or text me. My email is theanthonybrownshow@gmail.com. My cell phone is 561-768-3710. Like I said, you can email or text me or call me with any show ideas, comments, concerns, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever. Doesn't matter. I take it all. I don't get offended. And words that I live by faithfully, and so should you, that you got to grind until you shine. I also want to say a shout out to Legacy the Great, my brother from another mother. He's unable to be with us this evening because one, he had to work late on his full-time job. And secondly, today is his birthday. He turns 21. He's able to drink now. So he's out somewhere probably partying like a rock star. You know what I'm saying? Getting tipsy. Just sipping on some scissor. You know, all of the above. So Legacy, again, happy birthday to you. We miss you. You was definitely missed. But Juicy and I, we held it down in your absence, and everything turned out. We had some wonderful guests. Thank you, Nate, for coming on. Aaliyah, for your comments in the comment section. DeAndre, Alexis. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Nate. Oh,
Rodney.
Rodney, definitely. You know, he's no stranger to the show. He's been on the show in the past as a special guest with all his expertise. So again, I thank you all, and I surely appreciate you all. And as Legacy would say, what was that thing he say, Juicy?
Well, first I gotta say before we say what he'll say, happy birthday, Legacy. I wish you many, many more. Because I did not say happy birthday. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna text him. But you know what? The world need to know. I celebrate you.
Okay.
And you're 21. Yes. Turn up for me too. Yeah. Am I doing it right? Yeah. Love you too. And in the words of Legacy, ATL, ho.